Jumbo, everyone. My name is Heather. I'll be your safari guide today through the Harambe Wildlife Preserve. Please remain fully seated at all times with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck. And for everyone's safety, please remember to wear the face coverings from under the chin, over the mouth, and over the nose during the entire safari. Now, if you look above you, you'll see an animal spotting guide. We may not see all the animals, but we usually have some pretty good luck.
Oh my God.
We're going to be heading into the Little Ituri Forest. This is where you'll find some of the more shy and reclusive animals.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know this was a roller coaster, right?
Now the animals here in the Ituri Forest will use their camouflage or their colors and markings to help blend into their surroundings. This will help to keep them safe from their predators. And since they rely so much on the trees, it is very important that we use paper products responsibly.
It's like the beginning scene on Jurassic Park when they ride through and there's no dinosaurs. There's no animals.
Right side, you'll see the kudu. Now the females do not have horns and can be found in groups of 3 to 10 individuals, while the males have horns and are solitary. Coming up on your left side, you're going to see the bongo.
Oh, look at that guy.
They are considered the ghosts of the forest because they are rarely seen. Their long, heavy horns lean backwards to help get them through the thick, tangled underbrush.
Oh, there's
Over
a
on your
rhino.
left side, up on the hill towards the far right, you'll see a black rhinoceros. They can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, and they have a prehensile or finger-like lip that they use to grasp the leaves off the trees.
Oh, how did I miss that right there? Just hanging out. Oh, there could be. Oh man, they are all over. Oh. That's pretty cool. I just
We are now heading into the Sun River area. This is where you'll find some of the more dangerous animals. Coming up on your right side will be the Nile hippopotamus. Now, in order to stay cool, they will spend the majority of their day in the water. And they can stay submerged for up to 8 minutes at a time. They won't actually swim, they'll just walk or run along the bottom. And a group of hippos are called a bloat. See some more hippos on the left side in the water.
He's asleep.
The birds on your left side are
there's a
called
whole bunch.
pink-backed pelicans. They get their name from the pink coloring that appears during their breeding season. They have a wingspan of about 7 to 9 feet long.
Oh, there's a guy feeding the
Hippos are
birds.
nocturnal, so at night
you see
they'll
that?
come out to the banks
There's a
to
guy
graze
feeding
grass,
birds.
and they can head back into the water by morning. Down on your left are the Nile crocodiles. They can live to be over 40 years old, and their diet mainly consists of fish, but they'll eat anything unfortunate enough to cross its path.
Right there.
store water in its trunk. And in order to conserve water, it can remain leafless for up to 9 months out of the year. Now, the Savannah is home to animals like elephants who can bulldoze trees, and you'll find giraffes with their height, able to prune the leaves out of tall trees, and you can find antelope who will mow the grass. Over on your right side, you'll see the wildebeests. They're often called new because the grunt sounds they make sound like new. At nighttime, they will sleep in rows on the ground. That will help to offer protection, but also quick escape in an emergency. And they can migrate over hundreds of miles during the year. To your left side, they'll be over towards the far right, are the African wild dogs, also called African painted dogs. They're very social animals. They'll live in packs up to 15 adults, and each one has a unique patchwork coat. They're able to recognize each other even from a distance. And on your far left will be the sable antelope. They are the emblem here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Their horns are a deterrent from lions wanting to jump up onto their backs. On your left, you'll also see the Hartman's Mountain zebra. Now, they are the only zebra species to have a dewlap. It's an extra skin fold under their neck that will help to keep them cool during the warmer temperatures. A group of zebra are called a dazzle. A lot of people wonder, how can you tell if a zebra is black with white stripes or white with black stripes? If you look at their muzzle or nose, you'll see it's black. So that tells us they are black with white stripes. And just over to your right and left, you'll see some termite mounds. They're made out of soil, saliva, and dung. Elephants can use them as a scratching post. And if they get worn down, antelope will use them as a lookout post for predators. Now, each zebra will have their own unique pattern, just like every human has their own unique fingerprint. Giraffes. They are the tallest mammal, capable of reaching heights up to 20 feet tall. And they have an 18-inch long prehensile hump group of giraffes are called a tower. Over to your right side, you'll see some springbok. They can spring 6 feet in the air, leap 13 feet forward, and reach speeds up to 50 to 60 miles an hour. They are one of the fastest land animals.
They did just cross the road. They're gonna be right here with you.
Let's get over.
It's fine. I see him good.
Okay.
I gotta wait for them to walk. They're just leading us now. So cute. They are walking down the road.
Yes, they are.
And now they crossed back to the left again.
Now, a newborn giraffe on average is about 6 feet tall, and they're capable of standing and walking within the first hour of being born. And just like the zebra, each giraffe will have their own unique pattern.
Okay. I do too. Maybe that was like a
Over to your right side is an African elephant. An adult can consume about 300 pounds of food a day, anywhere from roots or leaves to small trees. And a closer view of the elephant on your right side.
the backside. Backside of an elephant.
Now, an elephant's trunk contains about 40,000 muscles, and they'll use their trunk to eat and drink, and they'll also use it to throw mud up onto their backs. The mud acts as a natural sunblock to help protect their skin from the sun. Coming up will be the red clay pits. And over on your right side, you'll be able to see elephant tusk marks in the clay. And that's because the elephants will consume the clay in order to supplement their diet with minerals. Now, elephants are found in a matriarchal society. Another elephant over on your left side, where the females spend the majority of their time together with their young. When the males reach their early teens, they will leave the herd and either go off on their own, or they can join a bachelor herd. Get another view of the elephants over on your left side.
There's a baby.
Now, one human-elephant conflict is the mining of a metallic ore called coltan. And it's used in small electronics and cell phones. So one way you can help out the elephants is to recycle any of their old cell phones. Over on your left side are the greater flamingos. your left side, you'll see a mud wallow, and that is actually used by the rhinoceros. It will help to protect their skin from the sun and insects. Over to your right side, you'll see an ostrich. They are the largest bird. Despite having those large wings, they cannot actually fly. They'll use their wings to help them change direction while running. Also to your right, you'll see the scimitar horned oryx. They're found in the northern deserts of Africa. They have large spread hooves that will help them to walk on the sand without sinking. And they can go up to 9 months of the year without drinking water. Though. And they will do their hunting during the day. The tier mark that goes, make sure we're fully seated for me, please. The tier mark that goes from the corner of their eye down to their mouth will help to reflect the glare of the sun. Rocks are the African lions. Now the females will do the majority of the hunting while the males stay back, guard their territory and their cubs.
There's 2 of them.
Their roar can be heard up to 5 miles away, and they can sleep or rest for 16 to 20 hours a day. Over on your right side, you'll get another view of the scimitar horned oryx and the ostrich. See the water buck. Like their name sounds, they spend a lot of time near aquatic environments. And then over towards the far right, you'll see a bonta buck. They were actually hunted near to extinction due to their beautiful coats. Fortunately, local farmers are helping to protect them on their lands. Also to your right, you'll see some ostrich eggs. Now, one egg can weigh about 3 pounds, which is roughly equal to 2 dozen chicken eggs. And a person is actually capable of standing on an egg without breaking it. lives between the Savannah and the village. And the warden can care for animals like Nigerian dwarf goats. The milk that the goats produce is high in value and protein. So the warden is able to sell the milk, which will help the villagers to rely less safaris. Unfortunately, a lot of the animal species that you saw here today need